I often get these comments saying, just ask them where the evidence is and point out their flaws. Well, in this particular argument I had with a Discord proselytizer, not Fox, he basically tried to jump through 5 different categories of reasoning, not just the empirical evidence part. And I wanted to demonstrate that you can tackle a religious argument from any different vertice and still come out on top. I could point out its logical inconsistency. That one argument he made was because the Bible was passed down generation after generation, that's why he knows it's true. Okay, so does that mean other religions, which are passed down generation to generation, are also true? It's clearly not an evidence of truth that a story is passed down. It's just evidence of a story being passed down. Another crazy cosmological argument he provides is saying, if you think that the universe is infinite, then we couldn't have right now, because if you had an infinite time backwards, we could never get to now. I simply end by saying, why? There's no reason, there's no proof for that. It's just a declarative statement. If time goes infinitely backwards, that doesn't mean that there can't be a present now. That's just a clever sounding catchphrase that they invent, but it has no backing to it. It has no logical thing to stand on. It just sounds kind of good, and Christians eat it up and spit it back out. He also tried to say Bible stories are real, i.e. we find archaeological evidence for Sodom and Gomorrah with different sulfur deposits being shown where Sodom and Gomorrah actually was. But if you do any more than 30 seconds of research, that claim is heavily disputed because the Bible claims that Sodom and Gomorrah was north of the Black Sea, whereas that sulfur deposit archaeological find was actually south in a different area and from a different time as well. So it does not match up geographically or chronologically. It's like saying you found meteor debris in Vancouver to prove some meteor story that was supposed to be happening in Seattle or something like that. So nothing follows whatsoever. Getting him to unwind on each of those points, you see clearly all of the different biases, all of the different prejudices he holds. He says really vile things about immigrants, about people being, LGBT, about some sort of atheist agenda, which doesn't exist. It's just his kind of paranoia being brewed up. And it's necessary to show all of those ugly parts because of the toxicity of religion and why I stand firm as an anti-theist today. Stand against every single claim and show why all of them are wrong. Because if you don't, they will use them, justified or not, correct or not, incorrect or not, full of fraud and bribery and whatever, or not, to hurt your fellow humans. So help your fellow humans and fight against injustice, fight against things that aren't true, fight for truth.